It's not important yet.
He's the son of Kent Clark, and yes, they're Superman and son finally together. Kent Clark Insurance Wessington, equal opportunity. Clark Insurance Wessington, equal opportunity provider, 458-2281. Opportunity provider, 458-2281. For your crop insurance needs. For your crop insurance needs.
Playing the game means bumps, bruises, and breaks happen. Lean on Huron Regional Medical Center Orthopedics and Sport. Orthopedic surgeons Dr. Kevin Over and Dr. Todd Anderson, along with the Pro Rehab Physical Therapy teams, are here. Schedule an appointment at HuronRegional.org, because when it comes to your health, the right care is right here. Best of luck to our area athletes from Huron Regional Medical Center.
You're tuned to Dakota AK.
Matt Watson back on the pregame show on 1210 KOKK, live from Arlington tonight as the Cardinals host Hitchcock-Tulare. We talked to Coach Salmon, sit down with Mark Jacobson, head coach for the Arlington Cardinals. And Coach, thanks for taking the time here as we take a look at your schedule through this quick. A couple of wins to start the year, and then since then it has literally been up and down. Lost to St. Mary's, beat Lutheran, lost to ORR, beat Iroquois Lake Preston, guaranteed win, right, Coach?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. In the St. Mary's game, we lost probably our best player, in Jake Burns, who was one of our running backs and our main linebacker. And when he went down, we just kind of folded and had some real problems adjusting. And it was kind of the same thing with Coleman Egan. We lost back early in the game and really hadn't prepared out of our lineup and went to a freshman, and the freshman did a pretty good job. It was, just one of those nights where we didn't have a whole lot go right for us.
No, injuries definitely an issue, as you mentioned. It looked like you got a lot of...
Kind of had a change in the program game in the last 3 seasons, and these guys changed their attitudes and believe in themselves. And I think for the most part that we've tried to show them, and we've had our ups and downs, but we've grown definitely as a team.
Isn't it amazing, Coach? I've been doing that. You've been around football obviously a lot longer than I have, but I've been covering it on the radio it's amazing. Believing in yourself and believing in your team. It's amazing how much it really does.
Yeah, and that's one thing that we guys to adapt to, is to believe in the guy next to them. And if they do their job and believe the guy that's next to them is going to do their job, we're going to be okay. And so far this season, for the most part, I think we're headed in the right direction for the playoffs, and that's kind of what we wanted to do.
Coach, you got a team coming in tonight in Hitchcock's and finale. They come in at 3-4. I last month ago now. I'm assuming you saw them on some tape. What have you learned about Hitchcock-Tulare going into tonight's game?
Their size is going to be a problem for us, I think. The one thing that we do is make sure that we get inside and out. Have to chase us, especially Vossler. Then I think we've got a good. But we've got to get to the corner and make their backers run after us, and I think that's going to be a big key tonight.
And then, Coach, last question here, because it is the final regular. season game is a push, and I assume just about every coach in the state could probably give me about the same answer of, well, we got to see how tonight goes, because we just don't exactly know where.
And that's basically where we're standing right now. I think there's one of probably 4 places we could go. I think we could end up at Kadoka, we could end up at Burke, we could end up at Coleman Egan, we could end up at Canastota. And those are all teams that are above us and look like, they have very winnable games, so they're not going to move down. So I think we're going to be on the road somewhere where it's going to be determined tonight.
Yeah, of course, tonight, Gilbert's and Anderson Field will decide that. Coach, thanks so much for taking the time here. Good luck in the game, and hopefully we'll talk to you down the road.
Thank you.
Mark Jacobson there, head coach of the Arlington Cardinals. Let's send it back to the studios. When we return, starting lineups, we'll have officials, and we'll be ready for the opening kick. It's the regular season finale. Hitchcock-Tulare at Arlington coming up on KOKK.
With near
Ball's on the ground. Nielsen originally picks it up at about the 25, gets back on it at the 35, 10-yard gain there. Morgan bottom doing the kicking there for the Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 35 for the Cardinals. Nielsen up the middle, picks up about 6. Bottom again, one of the tacklers. Nielsen.
And welcome back
Gets
to
1 yard,
Arlington,
and it's pushed back, but he does
they
get the
got underway.
1 yard there. I'll bring up about
We got a couple
34.
of Grayson Nielsen runs to start the game for Arlington. Hitchcock-Tulare wins the toss, defers. Arlington takes the football, moves right to left in the red unis, gray pants, white numbers. Hitchcock-Tulare in the red pants, traveling white unis, blue numbers. And again, a couple of Grayson Nielsen runs. The drive started at their own 45, I think. There are no down markers. That's interesting. Nielsen breaking through.
Beckenbosser on the left side, gets across midfield, and a first down for the Cardinals. Cardinals will take over.
7 and a first down. And I saw something they didn't like with the clock, so they're going to have to figure that out. Official stop it for just a moment. 10:45 remaining here, opening quarter, as we are just underway. And again, I don't see where the markers are to see where on the field that we're at. Are they on the far sideline? Oh, I guess they are.
Vossler with a gain of 3.
Nearly invisible as Vossler picks up 3 more.
Aiden Morehouse, one of the tacklers.
So Arlington at the Hitchcock-Tulare 45. Set up now on a 2nd and around 6. For Arlington, and Farstad does get the start at quarterback tonight. He's been coming back from injury, and you know what? Maybe he didn't. We'll take a look at it now. No, he didn't.
Nielsen's trying to get the first down. He's going to be just short.
And he got just about all of
He
them.
had about 6 for sure on the play. Bring up 3rd and half a
He's going to be
yard.
awful close, and right there, and it's awful close. He's about half a yard shy. So again, Leland Farstead was a question coming into tonight. He does get the start. Brecken Vossler, Grayson Nielsen, Caden Singray out of the backfield. Dante Lee, Caden Phelps, Isaac Dean Lineman, Cade Hansen, and Marshall Holtz, the tight ends. They'll go double wing, single back quite a bit. A little bit of motion here to the outside, and the handoff now looking for that 1 yard, and it looks like they will get it on a run.
Vossler should have enough here for a first down.
They marked them awful close. They kind of got a mark on the short side, so I don't know. It's going to be close. Can't. He's going to have to measure this. Crowd doesn't care for the short delay as it's early on in the game and it's a third down anyway, but the officials going to be exact tonight. Speaking of officials, brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. Brett Bodden, Ray Hansen, Bill Hansen, Hal Everts, Tim Riggenbottom here tonight. Brett Bodden, Ray Hansen, Bill Hansen, Hal Everson, Tim Riggenbottom, your officials, your law on the field here tonight. As always, the reading of the crew brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. So the Vossler run does net him a first down. They'll go 1st and 10, just inside the Patriot 40-yard line. Arlington, the first possession of the night. Hitchcock-Tulare wins the toss, defers to the Cardinals. Arlington now working right to left with 9 minutes to play in the first quarter. Let's send one split wide to the right. Bounces it. Grayson Nielsen tried to bounce it outside, and will end up losing.
Nielsen will lose a little on the play there. Brought down
into the play
by Blaze Binger.
Blaze Binger on the stop, and then trying to kind of bounce it outside.
5'11" senior linebacker.
Losing a couple of yards. And Blaze and Preston with the D-line. Safeties, Peyton Chasing Hunt, Devin Enander. Tom Solomon's group here defensively for the first drive tonight. Now on a 2nd and 12 for the Cardinals. Arlington at the Hitchcock-Tulare 43. They'll send the receiver this time split to the left. And on the left side, breaks through the first wave and out.
Vossler with the gain.
Close to the first
At least 9 to 10 yards there. Peyton chasing Hawk there, bringing him down.
Chasing Hawk on the stop. Needed 12. They got
3rd and a half a yard to the Cardinals again.
3rd and 1 as Arlington trying to strike first here at home. Cardinals at 4 and 3. Tulare, of course, trying to scratch and claw the way back to 500. As both teams likely will see a playoff game. And, of course, both teams can improve their standings with a W here tonight. I formation, wing left this time, and they'll go to the fullback, and that's not going to land them a first down.
Nielsen's met at the line of scrimmage by Preston Wolf.
That might have been Nielsen on Nielsen violence. Maybe Preston.
No gain on the play. Will bring up 4th and 1.
So no gain, now a 4th down here for Arlington. A big opportunity for this Patriot defense here on the Cardinals' first drive of the night. 7:05 to play first quarter. Cardinals moving right to left. Line up here at the 35. And line up I formation and the quarterback.
Leland Barstead keeps it himself.
The 2 yards that they need.
Gains 3 on the play. Bottom with the tackle. Brings up a first down. 1st and 10 at the 29.
Make the stop for Hitchcock-Tulare. We're in the playoffs. Speaking of playoffs, next Thursday they'll get going. And of course, and also the last regular season affair for the Tigers over on Tiger Radio. Tigers are home against Mitchell tonight. That's our other game of the night over on Tiger Radio. Here's the run left side, and that's not going to get them much. Go.
No gain on the play to bring up 2nd and 10.
So 2nd and 10 is Leland Farstead brings the play in for Coach Jacobson on the sideline. Coach Jacobson, a dozen or so years in Miller, and left there in 1995, and now returns back to the sideline here in 2024 with the Arlington Cardinals. Here's a run for Vossler. Vossler brought down for a loss.
Vossler can't get the corner. Brought down
there
by Blaze Binger.
By Blaze Binger for
3rd and 10.
Hitchcock-Tulare, and that's going to make it a loss of 1. That'll make it 3rd and 11. So again, another opportunity for this Hitchcock-Tulare defense to make a stand early. 5:30 to play, first quarter. No score between Arlington and Hitchcock-Tulare. Arlington, the first possession of the night. Set up on the Patriot 30. They'll spread them out. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Single back is Nielsen. Farsted's going to pass. Rifles it. Oh, we're going the other way with Hitchcock-Tulare. The return across the 30, 35, and 40. And a nice interception.
We got a flag on the play.
Along with a short return for Peyton Chasing Hawk and all. There's a flag on the play. Block in the back on Arlington. That will be declined, and the interception will stand.
Holding, so that'll be declined.
So an interception by Chasing Hawk will give
Patriots will take over
Hitchcock-Tulare
45.
their first possession. Hitchcock-Tulare offensively, Michael Nielsen, the center. The guards, Dalton Ratch and Aiden Morehouse. The ends are Preston Whiff and Morgan Bottom. Split out, Devanine Ander. Wide out, Peyton Chasing Hawk. Quarterbacks, Aiden Frankenstein. Running back, Blaze Binger. We'll take a look defensively at Arlington in a moment. They're going trips left, spreading it out right away. Frankenstein with the pitch. And coming across is, I think, Chasing Hawk.
Peyton Chasing Hawk with the
and short gain here, a yard maybe 2.
Brought down by Kane Hansen.
Kane Hansen over on the stop defensively for Arlington. Kane Hansen, Isaac Dean, Caden Phelps up front. Dante Leo bounce in and out there. Here come linebacker too. Marshall Holtz and Grayson Nielsen, the linebackers. Caden Singray, Chase Henriksen, Brecken Vossler, the defensive backfield. And double wing, and Hitchcock-Tulare fumbles the
Quarterback Frankenstein bobbles the snap.
And that is exactly
Gets on top of it. It'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Aiden Frankenstein going to lose the couple of yards that they got there. And we'll set them up on now a 3rd and 10. 4:20 to play, quarter number 1, no score. Hitchcock-Tulare on their first possession as Arlington ate up about 3/4 of the first quarter with that opening drive. Here's Frankenstein from the gun, man in motion left to right. The snap, and he fumbled another one.
Isaac in the backfield with the ball recovery. Cardinals will take over.
Especially not after shutting down the Cardinals on that first possession and picking up that INT. They'll give it back on the fumble. And Arlington will take over at the 43. Farstead under center, and they'll go trips right. A single man in the backfield is Nielsen. Farstead's got a man open and got away from the would-be sack where they almost had him. Now to the far side, they will bring him down after a gain of around 4.
Leland keeps it himself, picks up about 3. Brought down by Morgan Bottom.
See where they mark him down. Morgan Bottom on the stop. It is a 3-yard gain. Bring up a 2nd and about 7. 3.5 left here in the first quarter. Already an interception and a fumble lost. Hitchcock-Tulare picks up the interception. They also lose the fumble. Leland Farstead under center for the Arlington Cardinals. Go again, go trips right. Single back is Nielsen. Motion split out to the right here. They'll try to run it.
Nielsen with a positive gain of about 5.
And a gain around 4 or 5 here for Grayson Nielsen.
Bottom getting in on tackle again. 3rd and 3 for the Cardinals.
Pick up a score and leaves 3rd and 3. Set up right now at the Hitchcock-Tulare 35-yard line. The Arlington Cardinals looking at a 3rd and around 3 with 2:40 to play in the first quarter, and no score here between Arlington and Hitchcock-Tulare. Here's Farstead under center. Handoff with a misdirection. Nielsen will pick up the first down.
Vossler picks up another first down.
Vossler in for 4. And a fresh set of downs for the hometown Cardinals.
First and 10.
On the play
At the
back
31.
Coach Jacobson. 2:15 left in the first quarter. No score here. Arlington working on their 2nd possession of the opening frame. Gave it up on an interception on the first possession. Hitchcock-Tulare gave it back on the fumble. There's a stop by number 5, Derek Johnson, after Another short run by Vossler.
Derek Johnson on the tackle.
Pickups about 2 for number 2. Going on a 2nd and 8 from the Patriot 28-29 yard line. 90 seconds left here in the opening frame. This one has moved by pretty quickly. A lot of running plays. Here's Nielsen trying to bounce it outside, and again he stood up and dropped. This time though, he will get some positive yardage, a yard or maybe 2.
Brought down by Preston Whiff.
Preston Whiff over to make the stop. The gain is
Cardinals will
about
take a timeout.
2 yards, and it looks like we're going to get a timeout before the end of the quarter. So we'll take one as well. We're back in a minute. 60 seconds on 12:10 KOKK.
With a minute 15 left in the first quarter, Cardinals 3rd and 7.
Minute 15 to play here in the first quarter, and the Arlington Cardinals going to complete their first passes.
Marshall Holtz with the reception from Lou and Farstead.
And we'll see what the yard
Gain of 19 and a first down.
The announcer has a gain of 19.
Ball spotted just outside the 15-yard line. 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 as they are just outside the 10. So there is an opportunity for a first down at about the 1-yard line with a 1:05 to play in the opening quarter. Arlington threatening here to strike first. First trip to the red zone. I formation is a pitch near side for Vossler. Cuts it back in down to the 6.
Picks up about 4. We got a flag on the play.
And a flag comes out in the middle of the field.
Guessing a face mask.
The officials will discuss. And
Foster will be able to stay on the field with the face mask penalty.
we'll get a face mask against the Patriots.
Half the distance to go, but it will be
The
down.
net about 3 yards. Of course, a 15-yard penalty, but so it'll be
1st and 3 at the 5.
first.
This
and
is not
3 at the
1st and
4.
goal.
So again, Arlington threatening to strike first here. 35 seconds left, first quarter. This is the Cardinals' second possession. The Patriots have had one as well. That handoff right side, and they're not going to get it on this play.
Nielsen with a gain of a
Pick up
couple.
the first down. Nielsen does get
Devin.
about
Neander
2.
there on the
Neander
tackle.
on the stop there as make it 2nd and around 2 at the 3. Final seconds here. In fact, they won't even get a playoff, and that's going to be it for the first quarter. After a quarter of play in Arlington,
And that's the end of your
it is
first quarter.
0-0. We're back in a minute. 60 seconds on 12-10. Seconds on 12-10. KOKK. KOKK. If you want to, yeah.
expertise from Huron, or go online at olympicgmc.com. Drive off the lot today with the vehicle that you've been dreaming about from Olympic Chevrolet.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Dairy Queen's ice cream, of course. Get your favorite cool treats at Dairy Queen of Huron. Get a chocolate dipped cone, a dilly bar, hot fudge sundae, or their famous DQ blizzards. And for parties, anniversaries, or any occasion, order a DQ cake or a DQ blizzard cake. Dairy Queen of Huron is open every day of the week. Drive up, carry out, or dine in. Dairy Queen of Huron. Hot eats and cool treats.
You're tuned to Dakota Sports on KOKK.
Welcome back to Arlington. I see Woonsocket Weston and Spring Sanborn Central, a 7-0 lead on Mount Vernon Plankinton. They got about 3 minutes to play in the first quarter of that one. I don't have a lot of scores reported yet here tonight, so we'll pass them along as they become available. It's all brought to you courtesy, of course, of the Mirror Family Hair Care downtown Huron. Arlington threatening to strike first here on a 2nd and 2 around the 3. They're awful close, but I don't think nobody has said touchdown. I don't believe. Oh, it's Hitchcock-Tulare football.
Lost the ball.
So Farstead lost the ball. And the Patriots get it back, and you want to talk about a long field. I think they have the ball on the goal line.
Hitchcock-Tulare picking it up in the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Okay, got it in the end zone for a touchback, and that, for Hitchcock-Tulare, might be a best-case scenario. Is it looked for a moment there like they were going to go 1st and 10 from inside the 1. So the Patriots catch a break. On the touchback, they will get it at the 30-yard line. Or excuse me, at the 20-yard line. They'll go 1st and 10 with Frankenstein going from the shotgun. Double wing, single back, and nothing there. Swarming defense from Arlington, and that's actually
being the first guy in the backfield. Dante Lee, Grayson Nielsen there with the stop. Blaze Binger with the rushing attempt. A loss of 2 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Well, mentioned it that first time they had the ball. Definitely not the way Hitchcock-Tulare had envisioned coming out in this game. Gained 2 yards on the first play, then lost 2, then fumbles in 2 consecutive plays, and now a loss of 2 on this one. But still, you look up at the scoreboard and you're tied with 11 minutes to play in the half. A little motion, and they'll give it to Chasing Hawk